rise. Judge Vanderbilt Court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1020, Jenkins case. Judge, both parties have been sworn.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Ms. Harrison,
Yes.
you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I am here today to request child support and back pay for my 2-year-old daughter.
Okay. And where is Dad?
That's a really good question. I'm wondering the same myself.
I mean, me too. It looks like he was served to be here today.
Yep.
So we can just continue without him.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know how much Dad makes? Do you have any financial information on him whatsoever?
I know he definitely makes over $100K a year.
Okay. And what does he do for a living?
He's a neurosurgeon.
Neurosurgeon, all right. Do you
All right, everyone, let's get into it. Today we're talking about the Harrison case, a heated legal battle over child support. Miss Harrison is taking her child's father to court, demanding financial support and back pay for their 2-year-old daughter. But here's the catch. The father, a well-paid neurosurgeon, didn't even bother to show up in court, despite being properly served. Bold move? Maybe. Smart? Definitely not. The judge isn't letting his absence slow things down and is moving forward with the case anyway. According to Miss Harrison, the father makes over $130,000 a year, but hasn't contributed a single penny to their child's care. Now, with the judge ready to determine what he owes, this case is turning into a serious legal battle. Stay tuned. Things are about to get interesting.
What's the word I'm looking for? Do you know how long he's been a neurosurgeon?
About at least 7 years. 7
years, okay. And you said he makes over 100. Do you have an exact number that he makes?
If I had to guesstimate, I would say about 130.
130? That's about average?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And did you do any research to see if that was like customary for somebody who's been a neurosurgeon for all that time? Or is that like entry?
I think that's about average, so it definitely could be higher.
Okay. So we'll just base it at that then.
Okay.
Okay. And then you say you're requesting back pay.
Yes.
For the past 2 years, he hasn't provided anything?
That's correct.
Hi guys, I hope you're enjoying the show. My name is Vonda Bailey and I'm a licensed attorney in the state of Texas, and I handle matters that are related to child support, child custody, divorce, and adoption. So if you need help in any one of those areas, please feel free to give me a call. Anything?
That's correct.
Okay. Did your daughter go to daycare or anything like that?
Yes, but I provide health care and daycare for my daughter.
Thank you for saying that. How much is health care?
That is about $125.
$125?
Monthly, yes.
Okay. And the $125, is that for your daughter only, or is that for you as well?
Daughter only.
Okay.
Miss Harrison takes the stand with confidence, laying out her case step by step. She makes it clear that the child's father, a neurosurgeon earning around $130,000 a year, has more than enough to support their daughter. Yet despite his high income, he hasn't contributed a dime. She explains that she has been covering all expenses on her own, including essential costs like healthcare and daycare, without any help from him. The judge listens closely, noting the clear financial gap between them. Her testimony is powerful. It highlights a mother fighting to secure what her child is rightfully owed. With each statement, the case gains momentum, pushing toward an unavoidable verdict.
Some calculations here. Does he have any other children?
Yes, he has 2 other children.
2 other children, okay. So, based that on 16%. And he will have to reimburse you the $125 back per month for the child. He's not here to dispute or say anything different, so it'll be based on the testimony that you provide, assuming, of course, that you're being honest about what the numbers are. Based on 130, roughly about 130, I have his gross at $11,333 a month, which brings his net to $8,550. Reimbursement for the $125 health insurance child support amount comes out to $1,485. Now, you said you want back child support. Are you asking for that for the past 24 months since your daughter has been born, or?
Yes.
Okay.
He's been in and out of the picture, but not financially, and I truly believe parenting it takes both sides to be there, so.
I mean, correct. I just wasn't sure if you were asking from the date of birth or it was a certain number of months that you were looking for.
Yeah, 24 months.
24 months, okay. So, $1,485 at the past 24 months is $35,640 a month. So, what we'll do, because that number is so high, is add $500 for the back pay.
My name's Naru Witherspoon. I'm an attorney and I'm licensed in Illinois, Texas, and Missouri. I handle cases for families all over the nation. And I want to talk to you about Vonda Bailey. Vonda Bailey is a family law attorney and she handles high-profile, high-net-worth cases. If you're listening to this message and you're a high-value individual, a high-profile individual, you must give Vonda Bailey a call. What does that mean? If you have properties, if you have assets, if you have 401k plans, compensation packages that are complex, I want you to give Vonda Bailey a call. Vonda Bailey, she's an amazing attorney. She might be expensive, but it's worth it. Give Vonda Bailey a call.
The judge gets straight to work, carefully calculating the father's child support obligation based on his estimated annual income. Taking into account necessary expenses, like healthcare, and the fact that he has 2 other children, the judge reaches a decision. He must pay $1,485 per month in child support. But Miss Harrison isn't stopping there. She also demands back pay for the last 24 months, and the judge agrees without hesitation. To cover the $35,640 in overdue payments, an extra $500 per month is added to his regular payments. Since the father failed to show up in court, he loses any chance to dispute these calculations. The judge issues a default order, making the ruling final. This case is a clear warning. Ignoring a court summons can come with serious financial consequences.
$1,640 is paid off. The $500 that you will be receiving additionally will go back down to the $1,485. So $1,485 plus $500, that brings your monthly obligation, his monthly obligation that you will receive for the child to $1,985. Okay? And that obligation will start on the 1st of next month, and once the withholding order and everything goes to his employer, you'll receive that amount every month. Okay? Now, he has the right to come back and dispute that if he believes the amount is incorrect. But today, because he didn't show up, I'm going to go ahead and enter a default.
Okay.
Okay? Do you have any other questions?
Just one quick question. If my number is lower and it turns out that he does with you more, is that number going to change?
That's a great question, and yes, it will change.
Okay.
Unless he can, like I said, if he can bring in something that shows differently, and if he brings in any financial documents that shows that it's higher, his child support will be raised.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, if there's nothing further, you are dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Before concluding the case, the judge makes one thing clear: the father does have the right to challenge the ruling later, but only if he can provide solid proof that his actual income is different from the court's estimate. Until then, the decision stands, and Miss Harrison will be receiving $1,985 per month, which includes both child support and back pay. The judge doesn't hold back, delivering a firm warning about the dangers of ignoring legal responsibilities. Skipping court doesn't stop justice. It only makes things worse. This case is a strong reminder that when it comes to child support, avoiding the courtroom is not a winning strategy. As the proceedings wrap up, Judge Werby sums it up perfectly. The father's absence didn't shield him from a court order. It only worked against him. The court has full authority to move forward, even if one party refuses to show up. At its core, this case isn't just about one person dodging responsibility. It's about making sure children get the financial support they deserve. The message is loud and clear. You can avoid court, but you can't escape the consequences.